Buongiorno everyone, and it is a buongiorno, it is a good morning. 8:30 AM on a Sunday. What on earth am I thinking? Well, my thinking is that the sun is shining, I've got stuff to do, and there's some big news broke in the early hours of the morning. From France, it is reported that Lucas Paqueta has handed in a transfer request. Now things started heating up yesterday, the rumour mill started running again that Paqueta could be joining Newcastle United or Arsenal. Now this is a big one because Arsenal seem to be leading the race at the minute, but I'm going to get into Arsenal in a moment there. I just want to talk about Newcastle first off, since it is a Newcastle fan channel. But because we've been linked with them for so long now, Newcastle, it's more so the fans, Newcastle fans that have been linking Paqueta to Newcastle for so long because of his relationship with our new star man, Bruno Guimaraes. Because he's Bruno's best buddy, and he's been in Bruno's back garden wearing a Newcastle top, having a kick around, we think he's going to sign. And he's been at the bridges as well, he's been down the quayside, he's loving it, loving life down here. Paqueta and his partner came over for a good few days, a nice little holiday at Bruno's house, seen all the lovely sights in Newcastle. Bruno pretty much selling him the dream, selling him the best city in England by far. This is why he should join up north instead of down south. Absolutely love this picture here, big up whoever mocked that one together, but it's absolutely class. But we'd love to see him on a Sunday actually doing that in real life, just enjoying a nice little cruise under the Tyne Bridge. Will he be though? That's the big question. I mean, he's handing his transfer request. He wants out of Lyon. He's had enough of France. He wants to test himself. He's bigger and better than that league, let's be honest. So he wants to come to the Premier League. Newcastle are interested in Paqueta. They'd be stupid not to, because he's a high quality player, top class player, and he's still only 26, so he's still going to reach the prime of his career. But they do not see the midfield as a priority. They've already spent big money on Bruno and big money on Julian, who obviously at the time was meant to be a striker. He's now a £40 million enforcer in the middle of the park. Absolute powerhouse in midfield. And they've still got the likes of Joe Willock, who they did spend 25, 28 million on. You've still got Shelby knocking around. You've still got Sean Longstaff, who's signed a new deal. So they don't see this as a priority. But for me, that has to change. Now that Paqueta's handing his transfer request, that has to change. I think Newcastle ideally would have liked to have waited a year or two to sign Paqueta, probably a year, probably next summer. Then look at getting a midfielder. Shelby's older, has Willock done enough? Is Sean Longstaff going to be a starting 11? You know, these type of things. Then we could work things out, because Newcastle are prioritising a right winger. That's where the money is going to go in this summer transfer window, and or maybe a striker, potentially Broyer on loan, Diaby or another winger that's been linked like an Asensio. You know what I mean? So that's where the priority is. But, and the big but is here, what do Newcastle do? Big questions need to be asked of Dan Ashworth and Eddie Howe. What are they going to answer? Do they go for Lucas Paqueta? I mean, they've got to. Agent Bruno has done enough work. He has sold them the dream. He's told them how good it is. Bruno rejected Arsenal, chose Newcastle. Newcastle they are the bigger project. We are the richest club in the world. You know, we are going to have huge ambitions. Amanda Staveley has said that. Arsenal, however, are in Europa League. They are strengthening very well in the transfer window. They could be pushing top four again next year. I don't think they'll get it because of Mikel Arteta. Don't think he's a good enough manager. Newcastle have to enter this race. Now, the bidding war is going to happen. Newcastle are apparently bidding around 40 million. Arsenal are going to bid £2 more. Didn't they do that with Luis Suarez back in the day? Bid like a penny more. It looks like Arsenal are bidding like 42, Newcastle are bidding 40. Apparently, Paqueta's got a release clause of 58 million. So just activate that. Get it done. I want him here next week. I want him in Austria, actually. Have a nice little holiday with Bruno in Austria on the pre-season tour. Delightful. Get that done. Eddie Howe and Dan Ashworth. But in all seriousness, I mean, 58 million, I think they're going to accept between 43 and 55 million. So you're looking at about 48, 50 million really, aren't you? So it's a lot of money, like. It is a lot of money. But we have got the money, but we've obviously got to do financial fair play. It just means that if we spend a lot now in this window on a Paqueta and a Diaby or a striker, then obviously it limits what we're spending in the next window, especially January, even so next summer, if we spend hundreds and hundreds of millions this year. So, will we do it? I really hope so. Like I say, I think we'd be stupid not to. I really think he would come. Bruno sold him a dream. He would be able to move over with his partner, stay with Bruno for a bit, get his lovely house sorted, spend weekends together down the quayside and everything else. It'd be a perfect scenario for him and Bruno. I think, you know what I mean, best pals, they would definitely come. I think he'd definitely come and be part of this Newcastle project and with Bruno Guimaraes. But I just don't know if Newcastle will think it's not worth the money, but worth the cost of another position that's more important, like the right wing. You know what I mean? But we've got to get it done. For me, I think we'd be stupid and we're going to miss out. If he goes to Arsenal every week, we'll see how classy he is. Like Arsenal have done with Bruno and regret it. I really want to see Paqueta at Newcastle. It's a very, very exciting idea. It'll be an unbelievable signing. He's one of the best midfielders in Europe. To join Bruno, man, would have a Brazilian midfield, the Brazilian trio. Joe Linton, Bruno, and Paqueta. That is outrageous. That would be honestly one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. Not even gassing, not even capping, not even getting over the top. That would be one of the best midfielders in the Premier League. Let's get it done. That Brazilian midfield. Am I willing to sacrifice it though? Or you? Let us know in the comments. Would you rather have Paqueta than Diaby, or Paqueta over a striker, or where do you think we should strengthen? I know you're going to say both, but yeah, we may have to sell someone. Does this mean now we have to look at selling St. Maximin to recoup some money back for FFP? Do we need to sell someone else? I mean, if we sell like Lascelles and the other fringe player, I don't know. But I mean, I'd absolutely love Paqueta, man. He is such a baller. He's unreal. Please bring it to Newcastle. Bruno, get a percentage of the deal because he's already done the hard work. If Newcastle pay the money, he will come. Please, let's see how this one develops. It's very exciting. I've got to touch on Arsenal though, because Arsenal are apparently leading the bidding race. They are very interested in Paqueta, just like they were with Bruno. It is a midfield target that they desperately need. Now, they've already spent a lot of money on that Fabio Vieira, a player that Arsenal fans don't really think they needed in that number 8 role, and number 10 role, because they've got Odegaard, they've got a few other players like Smith Rowe knocking around. But Arsenal and Edu, the Brazilian, is very much bringing a Brazilian contingent to the Gunners. You know, they've already got Gabriel at the back, they've got Martinelli, they've signed Gabriel Jesus, they're signed the young and Marquinhos. They're really building a Brazilian base at Arsenal, so that could tempt Paqueta as well. In all seriousness, London is also very tempting. All the players normally strive to play in London, play in the capital, one of the biggest or most popular, famous cities in the world, isn't it? London, New York, that type of thing. So he would obviously be tempted to go there, and he will go there if Newcastle don't put up the money for him. Will Arsenal put up the money for him? Because like I say, they've already spent a lot. It seems like they will. They're already teasing 40 million bids, or putting in 42 million bids, as some people are reporting. So will he go to Arsenal? I think it's likely. I mean, for me at Newcastle, like I say, I think he'll come. If we offered it, I think he'll come. I'm just not sure if we're going to think that it's a priority signing. Arsenal would be a very, very good move for Paqueta, no doubt about that. Like I say, they're already in European football. It's only Europa League, but it's more than us at the minute, obviously. You know, they are good in the cups. They've won the FA Cup quite a bit lately. So it would be exciting for Paqueta, and Arsenal is a huge, huge club. So it would be, but I just pray that these Newcastle owners get him. Just get him. Put the money in. It's done, man. He loves the fucking Quayside. He loves Wetherspoons. He loves Bruno's back garden. Get him to this tune. Pop your comments below how you see this one playing out. Smash that like button. Subscribe to Magpie Channel TV and enjoy yourself.